The moment they clear the hangar, Kylo Ren's shuttle and Poe's X-Wing go their separate ways. Kylo had told his crew that he was personally bringing Skywalker to Supreme Leader Snoke and is allowing Poe to fly back to deliver the Empire's demands for the Republic's complete surrender. And just as soon as the two ships jump to hyperspace, the Finalizer detects a single fighter right next to their hull, as if it appeared out of nowhere.
Admiral Hux, your presence is required in Hangar Bay 8.
And who, may I ask, is requiring me to report to Hangar 8?
That would be Cipher Ren, sir.
Hux looked at Captain Phasma and smiled.
This may get things back on track.
But his smile turned to dread as he walked down the hallway. Standing framed in the entrance to Hangar 8 was Cipher Ren.
Why do you stand before me and not Kylo Ren? Speak quickly. I have no patience for bootlickers.
Kylo Ren has gone back to Coruscant to personally turn Luke Skywalker over to Supreme Leader Snoke. Skywalker turned himself in a short time before you arrived. Sir.
Please explain the events that led to the Finalizer leaving Coruscant in the first place.
During the Republic's failed attack on the blockade, the Finalizer was boarded by Luke Skywalker, Leia Organa Solo, and a third Jedi, whom Kylo Ren referred to as the Last Ren. Their mission seemed to be the rescue of the Republic General Chewbacca. Skywalker left with a gravely hurt Organa Solo once the Wookiee was secured. But the third Jedi stayed on the Finalizer. Kylo dubbed her his apprentice and ordered us to jump to this system in order to corrupt the final Ren himself before bringing her to Snoke. Kylo's words, not mine.
And did this apprentice leave with Skywalker and Kylo?
No, sir. She stayed behind. Kylo put his apprentice in charge of this Star Destroyer with orders to maintain position. Would you like me to have her report to this hangar? Or perhaps, to meet us on the bridge?
No. She will come to me. Take the Finalizer back to its position in the blockade over Coruscant. Also, I saw an X-Wing in the next hangar bay. Blow it up.
The sounds of the explosion and the Star Destroyer entering hyperspace distracted Rey enough for her to contact Admiral Hux. The lack of response from Hux compelled her to venture to the bridge for answers, and the sight of the Knight of Ren standing between her and the bridge answered all her questions.
I hear you go by Rey now. That's good. I always thought the name Kira was a bit stuck up.
I'm sorry. My memory is a little hazy. And with that mask, I wouldn't recognize you anyway. So go ahead and tell me how I used to know you and what scary-sounding name you gave yourself when you went crazy.
Both my names are inconsequential. You won't be alive long enough for them to be of any use to you.
Oh, good. The last Knight of Ren I faced went into a whole diatribe about his jealousy of me before we fought. It was flattering. I sounded pretty awesome as a Jedi, but it was also embarrassing. It's hard to fight someone you feel sorry for.
The only thing I want you to feel is pain.
As duelists, the two were evenly matched, but there was something strange about this Ren. With every blow of his lightsaber, a shockwave of doubt and fear rattled Kira in the Force. Physically, she was handling her own, but Cipher Ren was beating her down emotionally, interfering with her connection to the Force.
You will be the undoing of both Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker. Your death will be the beginning of my reign.
Cipher Ren's boasting broke the Force influence he had on Kira. A slight stutter she picked up on let her remember who the man under the mask is, and how unimpressive he's always been. Kira slips out of the lightsaber lock, dodges Cipher's thrust, disarms him, and grabs him with the Force.
I am not going to let the likes of you, Bren Tisk, get in the way of the work Ben and I are doing here. We will end.
Stunned and in tremendous pain, Kira wonders how she let someone get the drop on her. Cipher Ren gets to his feet to see Admiral Hux standing behind Kira with a smoking blaster.
Thank you, Admiral Hux. You are not as useless as I first thought. I am impressed, Kira. Your skill seems to have remained even if your memory hasn't. Well, I have gained skills since we last met.
Cipher releases lightning from his fingers, hitting Kira, the electricity coursing through her body. The pain added to the blaster bolt in her back makes it impossible for her not to scream. Hux flinches as he sees Kira lose consciousness.
Shall I get her to the med bay? Sir?
There will be no need to waste supplies on her. She will not be with us long. Have your men dump her in Kylo Ren's quarters. That is where I will take up residence until his return. As soon as Kylo makes contact, patch him directly through to me. And get everyone to battle stations. We are rejoining the blockade.
Cipher Ren doesn't wait for a response. He immediately turns and walks away. Hux calls his second-in-command, Captain Payne, over and relays the Knight of Ren's orders.
Yes, sir. Right away. If I may ask, did we not just betray Kylo Ren's command?
What we did, Captain Payne. Or more accurately, what I did was condemn everyone on this ship to death. But fear not, we will be dying in service of the Empire.